You need to watch this. They called her Heartless. Every evening, the neighbors saw her walk past the hungry stray dog sitting by the corner store, never once slowing down, never once offering him food. To everyone else, she was the cold girl who didn't care. But what no one knew was that when midnight came, the same girl would sneak out of her apartment with a paper bag in her hands. And what she did in the dark would shock everyone. On a quiet street in the neighborhood, the stray waited. His fur was messy, ribs showing, yet his eyes always full of hope. Strangers gave him scraps, a pat on the head, or at least a smile. But Clara? Headphones in, gaze fixed straight ahead. She never looked at him. His tail stopped wagging whenever she walked by, as if he'd learned not to expect anything from her. Yet at night, when no one was watching, Clara's true self appeared. She knelt in the shadows, laying down food and water, whispering softly, "Eat up, little one." No one has to know the dog grew to wait for her. Every night, the sound of her footsteps made his tail beat like a drum. Still, by day, Clara kept up the act, pretending the dog didn't exist. Until one night, as she bent down to feed him, a voice whispered behind her, "I knew it was you." It was Mrs. Green, her elderly neighbor, watching with a smile. Clara froze. Embarrassed, she started to explain, but Mrs. Green simply said, "You remind me of your mother." She used to do the same thing. Tears filled Clara's eyes. For years she had carried the pain of losing her family's dog during a tragedy that broke her heart. Since then, she had promised never to love an animal again. But her heart had betrayed her, pulling her back to this stray she couldn't resist. With Mrs. Green's encouragement, Clara finally stopped hiding. She took the stray to the vet, cleaned him up, and gave him a name: Shadow. The girl once thought cold became known for something else entirely, giving a lost soul a forever home. But little did Clara know. Shadow wasn't just there to be saved. In just a few weeks, he would save her life in a way no one could have imagined. And listen, if you felt even a single tug in your chest during this story, if you believe kindness, no matter how small, can change a life, then don't just click away. Hit that subscribe button right now. Because if you don't, you're about to scroll past stories that remind us what it really means to be human. And honestly, the world has enough people who pretend not to care. Don't be one of them. Subscribe. Stay. Be part of the ones who care.